I want to ask you a couple of things, Minister. I really do welcome the action you're taking to protect and preserve the records. It is vitally important that they're protected and preserved. But I really think it is important, and we live in an era of data, that the data is retained intact and unredacted in one complete set. I appreciate the intention is to try and separate the data into personal records that will allow for personal access. I appreciate that as a good intention, but it is really important that there is one entire set of the archive kept in one condition. And I think in the initial stages in your department is the place for that. That issue needs to be dealt with, though. The 2004 legislation that's requiring a 30-year seal is extremely worrying, and we heard the voice of male privilege here earlier today talk about the rights to protection, argue in a very legalistic language. It's that legalistic language and is that approach that stifled those women and hid them away, and I oppose it, and I oppose it strongly. I want you, Minister, please, to guarantee access to the personal data to all of the living survivors. I would like you to publish an anonymised index of the archive. And finally, I want to return to the requirement to create a national archive. For the entirety of this, I would propose that it is housed in Sean McDermott Street. There is an excellent, that is a state-owned site, it's a 2-acre site. There is an excellent concept proposal around creating an archive on the site, but also addressing the homelessness, the housing poverty in the area, and the lack of community facilities. Minister, I'd like you to champion that. I'd like you to champion that with the government. You will have my support if you do. You will have the support of my party if you do. It is really important that we take this action today, but that we don't stop here. There's a lot more work we need to do to do justice to these survivors, to give them some reparation and to give them some peace. Thank you, Minister.